Good morning and welcome to the Infinity Podcast. Today I am not your host. You've got Bradley and Libby who are going to be looking after you. They're talking about the twists and the challenges that many people face when it comes to New Year, New Me. Many people want to have quick fixes and they're going to talk about some of the challenges that you'll face in terms of sustainability and staying consistent because so many people struggle with this. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce them to you now and I'm going to leave you with that.
Bye. 1 and 3.
Hi everyone, it's Bradley and Libby here, and today we're going to talk about January and the quick fixes people do to shift that Christmas weight that they're put on. So my question to you, Libby, is what are the benefits of quick fixes?
Quick fix is just a quick fix, isn't it? You get your 6-week program, you get your 28 days. People are starting off 2025 or whatever year you're going into, so they start going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. That's why gyms in January are absolutely heaving. So yeah, so they go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. So they're up in the exercise, they're up in the steps and all that kind of stuff, and they go into a calorie deficit. So they're not eating the takeaways, they're not going out on a night out, they're not eating the sweets, they're not eating the chocolate, they're not eating the foods that they would normally eat, the foods that they'd eaten for the last 6 months of the year before. And then the end of the challenge comes, or whatever, the 6 weeks, 28 days, whatever they're doing, and then they revert back to not going to the gym. They revert back to takeaways, they revert back to going out on a Friday, Saturday night, having a glass of wine every night with a tea, which there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do, but what do you want to get out of that quick fix? You might have lost, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds, whatever, which is fantastic, but then by March, you've seen that 15, 20 pounds go back on plus an extra 5. And then it's like, oh, well, I might as well just live the rest of this year like this. And tell you what, in January, I'll do it again. That is generally...
Yeah, that is a lot of people's life.
Yeah. So it's that whole yo-yo, start the year off. You do too much in a short space of time. It's not sustainable. It's not a normal life. It doesn't fit in with work, jobs, kids, running around on a weekend with like activities, do you know what I mean, that kind of thing, like dancing, swimming, all the different things that parents have to do on a weekend, shopping, cleaning, and it just starts out as a good thing, but long term it's just not sustainable. So then I guess that leads into the long term benefits of starting out slow, steady for the long term. Yeah.
So for the people who are like looking forward to January in the aspect of like, oh my God, January is going to be my month, 2025 is going to be my month, I'm going to start this 28-day challenge and it's going to kick off the whole entire year. What would you say to them people who are looking at this one thing that is going to, and think that's going to change their whole entire year? What's the solution? How do you convert a quick fix into a long-term result?
Going at it like slower. Put a number on it. It depends on what you want to like achieve out of it, what you want to gain. But at the same time, it's got to be something that fits in with your lifestyle. Like if you enjoy going out on a weekend still, if you enjoy going out for food or having a takeaway once a week, that's absolutely fine, and that can fit in with long-term results. It's got to, because you've still got to live and you've still got to enjoy life. Is going to the gym 5 times a week too much? Are you putting off things outside of the gym, like home life, that you would normally be doing? Do you know what I mean? Just to go to the gym. You've still got to have that balance, I suppose it is. That is purely what it's all about.
Yeah.
Having that balance. Going to the gym 3 times a week, it's 3 hours a week. It's nothing compared to how many hours in a week? I did actually work this out one day.
Don't put me in this ball like that.
I can't remember, but
I don't
do you know
know.
what I mean? Like,
it's 48 in 2 days.
Hey, 3 days, 72. Getting good, let's go a little bit now. Like it's not a lot, like those 3 hours, but you've got that slow, steady consistency. You can recover from the session if you're brand new to the gym kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? You are going to feel tired, you're going to feel achy, you're going to feel sore. But having that slow, steady, looking at like calories and stuff like that, what you're eating. Like we say, like a lot of the time that people know what to eat and they know what's healthy and what is a good balanced diet to eat. It's sticking to that, but also having that knowledge of still being able to have that takeaway and it not ruining the diet, because that's a big thing. Well, I've had a takeaway and a bottle of wine on Saturday night. Well, I might as well start again on Monday, that kind of thing. And that again comes to that quick fix or long-term results. That's fine. Having a bottle of wine and having a takeaway on a Saturday night that's not the issue. It is learning, I suppose, as you go, that you can still do that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's that shift in the mindset of, I need to be super strict. I can't drink alcohol. I can't let any like fatty carbs touch my mouth or anything like that. And learning that you can have alcohol, you can enjoy them, just in a certain amount, instead of sitting down, getting a bag of digestives and eating the full bag like I normally do. That's probably where I'm going wrong. But it's learning that you can have some biscuits with your cup of tea, cup of coffee, just maybe not the full bag, packet. Like maybe like have 3, 4 instead of having 8, 10.
If it's calories that you are counting, there's hundreds of different ways of doing it. You don't have to count the calories. Learning how to work them out over the week instead of having them day by day. So like Bradley's saying there, you can have a couple of biscuits or a packet of crisps after your lunch, or if you want to go to Greg's, who doesn't love a sausage roll? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't. Well, I do, but I can't eat them. That's another story. But do you know what I mean? You can still do that. You can still, like that whole grab and go thing, you can still go into Tesco on an afternoon and grab your lunch. You can still grab like a sandwich, a packet of crisps and a fizzy drink. That's absolutely fine. What you're having for your tea that night, it's that balancing it out. Do you know what I mean? Like the next day, are you going to do the same? Well, that's fine if you're going to do that, but that forward planning, like so knowing and having that accountability or somebody to help you with that is where we come in.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
It is. And
sold.
just to lean into, that's where we come in. I'm going to give you like a prime example. So I enjoy drinking energy drinks, and I've only been working here at Infinity for about a year and a half. Before I started working here, I would happily drink 3 to 4 energy drinks consistently, 7 days a week. And it was only until I started working here, and like you and Warren and like members started pulling me up, like, oh, you've already did one day, why are you cracking open enough? I'm like, do you really need it? And then like it's that mindset of, oh wait, I don't actually need it. It's just a bad habit of, oh, I'm thirsty, I'll go and grab an energy drink, or oh, I'm feeling a bit tired, I'll go and grab an energy drink.
It's not even the caffeine hit. That's not even the fact that it's an energy drink.
I'm numb to the caffeine.
Yeah, it's the taste of it. It's nice. It's fruity. It's sugary. It's
Yeah, then like skip to now. I'm not going to give you a run through over the whole entire year of how I've decreased my intake of energy drinks week in, week out. But now I'll limit myself to two a week. It's normally Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I'll treat myself on a Saturday and have one then. Yeah. So it's went from drinking four a day to having 2 a week.
Do you feel the benefit from it though? So like you say, like Tuesday, Wednesday, you normally have one. Is that like, so when you're on like your early shift, is that like you're feeling that little bit of like tiredness, or is it just?
It's just a mindset thing.
Yeah.
It purely is a mindset thing. Like, so my break is at 9 till 9:30. I'll crack open an energy drink, and in my mind I'm like, right, I'm even more switched on for the 9:30 and 10:30, especially the 10:30 crew, because they need like a maximum amount of energy. But
because they're awesome.
Yeah, sure. In hindsight, like on the days where I don't, I'll go next door at Subway and grab a Coke, and I'll have the same aspect.
Yeah.
So that energy drink is just all up here.
Yeah. It's not the caffeine.
It's not the caffeine.
Yeah.
The caffeine doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah.
It's just the.
Would you have a sparkling water then?
Oh no, absolutely. Whoever drinks sparkling water, right? The need like drowning in sparkling water. They need their own special prison.
It's a special prison.
Prison just, and don't eat like just. It's just made out of sparkling water. Just go. Don't be next to me.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more with that. Like
water, cold water.
Yeah.
I don't even drink like a coffee or a tea. I don't drink hot drinks.
Yeah.
It's just water or fizzy drink.
Yeah, cool.
Cool story, bro. Right, back on track with this.
So
That's quick fixes and long terms.
Yeah.
Done.
I guess the big question is, do you want your 2025 to look the same as what 2024 has? Do you want to go for that quick fix, or do you want to start off in January but still be going in December, but still be being consistent 3-4 times in the gym a week? You might have increased it because your stamina will have increased, your fitness will have improved, your strength will have got like loads better. Your lifestyle, your food, your diet, for want of a better word, you'll have got on track with that. You'll have got into good habits with that. What do you want out of it? Do you know what I mean? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to finish 2025 thinking the same as what you're thinking? Right, January, I'm going to do 6 weeks. Yeah. What do you want out of it?
So if someone's approached you and went, Libby, what are the 3 things I need to focus on? What are the three habits that I need to introduce to my life to make 2025 a better year?
Prime example, Caroline, the other day, she started with us back in August time. So what have we had there? August, 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, 5 months, let's round it up.
She's lost a stone. She can squat quite heavy.
Good, yeah. 60 kgs heavy.
Push press 40 kilos. And she said the other day, can we sit down at some point and look at some goals for 2025? So she's loads and loads going on in her life outside of the gym, but her inside of the gym, it's her like happy place. She said she feels free and she feels like she's at ease and she can just be who she used to be. So those 5 months of 2024, that we're in now. There's too many numbers going on here. She's created those good habits. We still need to do a bit with a food because that keeps going up and down like a bit, but it's building on it. That's 5 months work. If somebody's coming into 2025 wanting that quick fix, that's absolutely fine, but you are not going to get the long-term benefits out of that quick fix. Caroline's been doing like 5 months consistently in the gym. Amazing. Like I've never like. Yeah.
And she wears a moon boot. Just to put her on a bigger pedestal. She's squatting 60 kg with a moon boot. It's crazy.
But she puts 110% in every time they come into the gym. They absolutely do. I'm just pinpointing Caroline now just because she came to the top of my head with what she wanted to achieve, and she came to me the other day and asked if we could sit down at some point, which we will with absolutely everybody if they're wanting to do that, and figure some goals out for 2025. Whether they're strength related, whether you want to hit a certain number on the squat or the deadlift or whatever, whether it's weight related, it could just be a simple habit, drinking more water, that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So, but she just came like the top of my thing because she was probably the last one that asked me about doing that. Caroline's got the end of 2025 in sight. Does she know what she wants to achieve by then? I don't know. We will have to sit down and talk about it. But I know that she wants to end 2025 better than she started 2025. But she's going to start 2025 better than she started 2024 because she started putting that work in. She's got that mindset around it, that she wants to look better, she wants to feel better in a body and in a mind, to be able to get through the life struggles that she's going through at the moment. It's all about that balance and getting her through that time, but coming at the other end and it being 2025 being the best year of her life, because she's with us.
Yeah, obviously. More importantly, me.
She would say it was me every day. But there you go. So
sticking on the theme of Caroline, we mentioned that she back squatted 60 kg. What other highs and lows of test week did you see when you were like putting people through the paces as you normally do?
Of everybody.
Just in general, like what consistently popped up over the week that you seen as like a high, or well, we need to talk about the lows.
If we start with a bit of a negative and then we can end on a high. I think the lows were when the pressures of test week. A lot of people, it's that time of year. There's loads of bugs going around. People were coming in and they weren't feeling 100% and wondered why they couldn't do a deadlift, for instance, as heavy as what they'd done 3 weeks previous. Well, if you're not feeling great, the last thing that you want to be doing is coming in and maxing out a deadlift. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, even when you're feeling 100%. It's going to take a lot out of you, and you're going to need a bit of recovery time.
And just to give you an example, there was a lady, Karen. I always think to talk about Karen.
You love Karen.
When that camera's on.
We love Karen. That's why.
But I'm talking about Karen because when she deadlifted, I can't remember the exact number, but I know it was her PB by like 15 kg. When after she felt a little bit shaky and a little bit wobbly, and we had to cut the rest of the session short, and she went home. And that's purely because deadlift not only challenges the muscles, but it challenges the nervous system as well. And when you're pushing them both at the max, it wipes you out for the rest of the day. Like, God help her, because she had to go to work. So I sent her out, I was like, right, go to work now. Go and enjoy working with people. Yeah. But that's just a prime example of someone who's healthy and fit, coming in, smashing the test, and still leaving the session early.
But then again, like Karen comes in 7 o'clock in the morning, she was fresh. She'll have had a can of Monster before she came in, because Karen does.
Throw her under the bus.
So she'll have had a good night's sleep. She's come in, caffeined up, and she's done that. Like Bradley said, he sent her home early because she was like fatigued in her muscles. Do you know what I mean? She wasn't feeling like, she'd probably feeling amazing. Do you know what I mean? She'll have been on a high because she got a 15 kilo like PB, but a body will have been like suffering from it. What effects does that have on somebody coming in on a night then? So somebody's been up at work, up at 6 o'clock, work at 7:30, they've worked from 7:30 till 4:30, come into the gym at 5 o'clock. What effects does that have on the body for test week? So they've had their full day of work, they haven't just got out of bed refreshed.
Well, that's what you've got to factor in.
What do you do during the day so you can be at your best at 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night to reap the benefits from test week?
It's essentially like, how much value do you put on what you want to test? So say if we have say if you come in and you love your deadlift, you love your back squat. Well, it would 100% be squat for you because you squat every day of the year. You do. Like, it is outrageous the amount that you squat. You put Laura at the shame when she does a 58-day challenge. You do like a 365-day challenge. But back to the point of test week comes around, you know it's there. Back squat lands on a Wednesday. Setting yourself up to get the most out of that day relies on you looking at the rest of your day, especially if you're coming in the night. If you've got to take your kids to school, then you've got to rush off to work, you've missed breakfast, your lunch looks like a protein shake with a protein yogurt, and then you're not having tea because you come to the gym, but then you still expect to be at your best and hit a new PB.
And it's your third day in the gym that week.
The reality of the build-up of fatigue, your chance of hitting a good PB that you want is very slim. So you've got to play that into count. You've got to set yourself up on the night as well as you do in the morning, because the night before plays a factor, which people like completely forget about. People have a parmo on Sunday night, wake up feeling shit on Monday, and wonder why, because it's the beginning of the week. Well, what did you do on Sunday that's affected Monday? Like, it all correlates into one thing, and you've constantly got to play it in factors, especially on something like test week, well, only comes around for us like four times a year.
Yeah.
And we have some ladies, like Leslie, she missed test week. I think she did Monday, Tuesday.
Did she come in Wednesday? I think she might have done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then she definitely did Monday and Tuesday, and then she called it a day, and she just couldn't, which is a shame, but there's more test weeks to come, and I think everyone wants to perform well, but shit happens, and you always find things like this come at the worst time. It's like when you go on holiday and your kids are poorly, like, for goodness sake, so they've been sick all over the plane, or do you know what I mean? There's like, it's not ideal, but it's life at the end of the day. And this time of year, especially when there's bugs flying around, and I don't know if does there seem to be more this year than there has been in previous years, or did we say this time the same like last year? I don't know, we probably did, but there does seem to be, we have had an awful lot of people coming down with this cold or this flu, and there's norovirus going around and all sorts. But yeah, there's plenty more times to come, like end of March. Do you know what I mean? It's 3 months away. It's not far. You've got another 3 months, 12 weeks to look at where you want to get to by then. So yeah, there's the law of it being rubbish that you haven't been able to do it, but another 12 weeks time, how much stronger are you going to be in that 12 weeks time to what you are now? Because you've rested, you've taken the time out to recover. You've got Christmas, you've got New Year, enjoy with your family, friends, singing, drinking, being merry, eating cheese, lots of cheese.
So
and fudge.
Obviously fudge. For our newer members like Rashid, Rochelle, or the people looking to sign up, like you watching it right now, press that sign up button now. For these people, they'll be asking, what's the point in test week? Why, if my goal is to get up from the couch, go down on the floor and play with my grandchild, why should I be testing my back squat, my deadlift, my overhead press? Like, what is the point?
The mobility you're going to gain from doing those movements, squat, deadlift, bench press, whatever, are going to help with those everyday tasks. They're going to build the muscles so you can stand up off the sofa. They're going to help with the mobility in your hips that you've had to stand up and push yourself up off the sofa for the last however long. So you can play with your grandkids, so you can get down on the floor on Christmas Day morning and have like 2025 Christmas Day morning could now look completely different to what 2024 Christmas Day morning looked like. Do you know what I mean? If you set yourself up now to, right, January I'm going to do this and it's going to be a long-term thing, you've got a brand new baby coming on, I don't know, March the 31st. You want to be 9-month-old baby, you want to be able to keep up with that 9-month-old baby. I'd forgotten what 9-month-old babies were like until Nora became 9 months, and now she's toddling and all sorts. You know what I mean? And you need that energy and you need that movement to be able to get up and move after them because they're quicker than you. So having that mobility, having that flexibility, strength to be able to like get down on the floor, but not just being able to get down, get back up again without holding on to something, without having to use a chair or pulling a table over to push back up on. So having that mindset again of my 2025 Christmas is going to look completely different to my 2024 Christmas. I think is another.
Yeah, keeping up with grandkids, especially when they're under the age of 2.
Well, yeah.
Is
even older grandkids, like going out on the bikes. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing to stop you getting on a bike and riding. Like, I've done it again. Love it.
That's a sort of subject, that.
Love it. But do you know what I mean? Like my dad used to come out with us when like he was a bit older. He was an older parent, but he made sure that he was fit enough when we were younger to be able to come out on the bikes with us. I don't think he ever did it when me was bike rideable age. But do you know what I mean? That kind of, which to be fair, he should have done it, shouldn't he? Like,
Yeah.
But and he probably would have been able to do it, but it did the opportunity didn't arise. But yeah, going out with your older grandkids on the if they get a brand new bike, I can't say too much because Luke's getting a brand new bike for Christmas. Sorry, Luke, if you're watching this, and I've totally spoiled your Christmas present.
Sucks for you.
Beautiful.
It's pink.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's getting a brand new bike for Christmas. Like will like Warren be able to go out and like ride his bike with him? No, because he hasn't got one at the moment. But do you know what I mean? Like that whole you've got the older the older kids as well. So do you know what I mean? Being able to go out on a bike with him, even if it's walking like up the cycle path, it's still having that movement.
I grew up.
To do that.
I grew up with grandparents who were very in terms of playing, they were sideline grandparents. Like they'd set you off with a game and then they'd go and sit down.
Yeah.
Instead of setting you off with a game and joining in.
Carried on with it.
And from my point of view, it sucked because they've started this game.
Yeah.
You're like over the moon, like, oh yeah, I can't wait to play. And they're like, oh no, you need to go and figure it out by yourself. I can't join in. I need to go and sit down.
What would they go and do? Sit down and just.
They'd sit down and they'd normally have like a drink and watch, and like they would play, but as a spectator.
From the side.
So it's like when you're at home and you sat watching the F1 for me, and I'm like, my God, Lando, you should have took the corner like this. It's easy to do that. It's easy. I could be a professional at anything from the sidelines, but put you in that situation, and that corner that Lando's taking a little bit off, I'm in the railing, jumping on the car, wondering what's going on there. Why aren't I Lewis Hamilton?
Because you've got ginger. You've got a beard. That's why.
Ginger prevents me from being an F1 driver. There actually isn't a ginger F1 driver.
Well, there you go.
Oh my God.
2025 could look totally different for you. Bro.
The FIA, I'm coming for you. I swear to God.
But yeah. So, what do you want your 2025 to look like, really? Is it going to look different to 2024?
Yeah.
Is all of 2025 going to look different, or is just the first couple of months going to look different? I guess that's up to you.
Yeah. Outro. Should we do the outro? Outro.
Go on then, do the outro. What the fuck's the outro?
What is the outro?
So, if you would like any more information on this,
you started, I was 100% confident. I was like, oh my God, I need to look at the camera because it's going to be mint.
if you would like any more information, any more help on this, looking and feeling better in 2025, comment down below, hit the like button, send us a message. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah,
oh,
definitely.
TikTok.
Down with the kids.
YouTube. Woohoo!
Kick. I'll ruin that.
Why? What's Kick?
It's a streaming website.
Kick in. But yeah, to us do that a little bit again without saying kick.
Yeah, go on.
So if you would like any more information about starting off 2025 in a good way and continuing it on throughout 2025 to make your 2026 even better, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah. Send us a message and we will get back to you, and hopefully we will see you soon.
Yeah.
Over and out.
Yeah,
All right.
it's good that.
Are you going to hit stop before we
Hit
get
stop.
any more unofficial content that Warren can use against us in long term?
I'll crop it before I send it to him.
Go on then.
I'm just going to kiss the button.
I don't think that was a button.
It 100% was.
I don't think it was. I think that wasn't the
How
button.
much you betting?
A packet of fudge. Yes!